Students, so first question we should have in our mind before learning the practical parts under the MySQL, that is, what is a database? That is a big question we should have in our mind. So we should have in our mind, that is a big question, what is a database? What is our database? I will write everything over here. That is a big question. And practically, we have to understand this point, what is a database? As I told you so many times, a database is a collection of many data, and this data, we can say, this data will be recognized by or identified by as a file, or this is also known as a table. In technical terms, we can say this data means we are talking about the file, or we are talking about the table. So table is what? Actually table is a our information which contain the record or the data in two ways. One is a record and rows. A record or rows, or we can say the columns and attribute or fields, as we have discussed. So a database can have the one file, or database can have the many files. So it is better idea to, I can speak over here. A database is a collection of, now definition I can say, interrelated file. That is a definition I can say. Database is a collection of interrelated files. That is a term you have to understand. Now, for the comment, you can use a hash symbol to make your comment statement over here. So that part will not be executed here. So what we have to do, first we have to use the database. But before using the database, what we have to do, we have to create a database. So first I'm just writing the syntax in capital or small. You can use any kind of the letter, doesn't mean. So it is not a case sensitive. So MySQL, you can write the capital, you can write the small, it's your choice. So first I'm creating the table. So what is my responsibility? Creating a database. So I'm creating a database. So if I need to work on the table, if I need to work on the data, if I need to work on the file, I must have a database, because everything I can do inside a database only. So first I have to create a database. So on the left side you can see B1 slot, C11 slot, classical models, Akira, and sister, and Brand, VIT, and World. These all are what these are the name of databases. So I will create a database here for you, and in which we will jump, in which we have to do something. So something means we have to do a practical part. So creating a database. So first syntax of first command, we have to create a database. So what is the database? You can choose your name. So I'm giving a simple name over here. That is a 20BI. That is our database name over here. So what I'm creating database. So what is the command? Create database and name of the database. So here, what is the name of the database I'm giving? I'm giving the 20BAI. Okay. Let me check if it is not working. So we will see later on. I will give the another name. So you have to understand 20BI is the name of the database. If it is not handling, it is not managed by the first letter as a digit. So I will change. Just let me check. Let me execute. Now it is executed perfectly without any doubt. So you can see at the bottom side, a database, created database 20BI. It is created within the 0.922 seconds. It is visible to all the at the bottom side. You can see how many minutes it is taken. It is taken the 0.922 seconds. Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is the time, that is the moment on which the database is created, and this is known as instance. And this is what instance. Instance is a moment on which the database updation or database operation can perform. So that is a real example of the instance as well. So now we have a created database, but on the left side you can see that there are some schema. If you're talking about the schemas, so schemas are created, but it is not visible to all. Why? Because I have not refreshed my left panel screen part. So I'm just refreshing. Just you can see refresh all. So as soon as I'm refreshing, you can able to see 20BAI is also visible to all. It It is visible to all on the left side. I have already selected. It is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is a great point. You are saying in the 20vi, what are the many things you can do? So you can create the table, you can create the views, you can create the stop procedure, you can create the functions. So first we will try to understand how to create the tables and what are the best operations we can perform on the table. So that is our important point. And thereafter we will see the views, and thereafter we will see the stop procedure, and thereafter we will see the functions. So if time permits, then we will see the functions, else we will see the stop procedure. That is more important. And our PLSQL programming will be done by the two parts. One is the stop procedure part and the functions. And table is our non-procedural part, so in which we have to understand the thing properly. So first we will try to use our table. So a database can have the many interrelated files. Those are known as the tables, views, store procedure, function in the MySQL. So we have this part. So after creating a database, we have created a database. So it is very simple things by which we have created. Now it is clear to all right now how to create the database. Is it clear to all right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Inside the table, you can able to see there is no table is created, there is no views created, there is no stop procedure created, and there is no functions also not created. So you can able to see there is no triangle on which is just marked by the right side is not showing over here because no table was created so far. So our aim is to first create the table. So what I'm doing, I'm just creating a table. So after creating the table, we can perform the many operations on the table. So table is we will be our main tables on which we can perform the many operations. I'm just creating the first table, and what is the syntax? We have the very simple syntax by which we can create the table. So I'm creating the first table. What is the pattern? What is the way by which we can create the table? So this is the point. So database means it can have a set of the tables. In summarize, I can speak over here. So what is the command by which we can create the table? So create a table, we can create a table. So this is our first part. Our first objective to define the everything, because our data will be identified by the recognized by the tables only. So we are creating a table. So create a table. That is the point. So what is syntax? It is very simple syntax we can have. First, we have to use a create keyword, unlike we have seen in the database, creating a database. So create table. Table is would be the keyword. Create table. These are our name of our keywords. And what is the name of the table I want to give? I want to give my table name as a student. So I can give. So there's a student is the name of the table. You want to write the continue, then you can write, but I'm just pressing the enter to write my rest of the command over here because I need to show the enter command in the limited part of the screen. But if you want to write continue, then you can write. So create table is student, and now I have to choose the attribute of field name by which my properties of the table will be recognized. So what is the student properties can be identified? That is the roll number. Okay, roll number. If roll number is the attribute of the field of the properties of the my student table, then what is its type we should have? This property, this attribute, this field will also known as the variable of our tables. So a variable can be identified by or recognized by this data type because it will use to store the information. So roll number could be the integer, roll number could be the decimal. You can take, but now my dear, just remember the words. Can a roll number be a decimal point? No. But logically, we have to think properly. So roll number can be integer, so you can make it as an integer. So what I'm using the INT. INT is the name of the data type that defines the integer type of the information. So roll number integer I'm taking, and I'm just need to pass the size. But if I want to leave, then I can leave. If I'm not passing the size, so by default it opts is 6 size. So I'm passing a size, or a student roll number can be maximum of the 5 digit only. So I can take like this one. Okay. This is a point. So what I'm doing, I'm passing the size of our roll number, what it would be. Next we have the name. Name is the second attribute which defines that your student name would be in the alphabetical only, alphanumerical only. So alphanumerical name cannot be, a student name cannot be Abhiram 123. So we can say that all the alphabets will be applicable. So we have a two type of the data type. One is a varchar, or that is a varchar 2. So I'm choosing the varchar. Varchar means variable character length. Okay. So I'm choosing the variable character length, and what is the size of this one could be? This side I'm taking only 20 letters can be occupied. So I can store the alphanumerical, I can store the alphabetical based information over here. I can store the numerical based information. This is just equivalent to the string. Okay, this is just equivalent to the string in the C, C++, and Java and Python programming as well. So I'm taking the first attribute name is roll number. Next we have the name. So I put it over here and I have to put the comma. I'm pressing the enter over here because my command is not finished over here. I do not write the command in the continuous manner because I need to show the entire syntax over here only. Next we have date of birth. So student date of birth should be there. He was born, how he was born. So based on the date type of the data we can. So what is the data type I can use? I can use a date. So date is a defined own format. So no need to type, no need to define its format only. So I need to pass any size. No need to pass any size. So date itself is become a data type. Okay, so we are creating this one as a time permit. So we will update the I will tell you the many things time to time. So first I'm creating a table, students table, in which we have the roll number, name of the student, and date of birth when he or she was born. Okay, and let me put the semicolon at the end. Is it clear to all right now? And what is the command by which I can execute? Okay, so what is the command by which I can execute? I can press the shortcut key Control or Enter, or I can go to the query menu. Okay, and where we have the option execute current statement, or you can execute all the statement, then you can do. So I suggest you just click on the execute current statement because our pointer is navigating to the table only. So I'm executing this statement, just pressing this one. So I'm getting an error. What error I'm getting? So no database selected. Select the default database used by the double click. So that is a problem we are observing over here, because after creating database, we are not using any database. So after creating a database, you have to go inside a database where you can create the table. That is the problem. So without going inside the database and you are trying to create a table, then how it is possible? That is the big question. Okay, so that's why we are getting the error. So now this error is clear to all right now. Without going, see, this is just like equal to simple example. Without going to the school, then you can't say you are a student. Okay, when you have to be part of the student, you have taken the admission in the school, and you will try to going to school continuously, and then you will say now you are the part of the school and you can do many activities inside the school. That is simple meaning. So without taking admission anywhere, you can't say you are the part of the that organization or you are the part of the that school or universities. That is the point. So what we have to do, we have to use syntax before creating a table, but every time we are not required to do. First we have to create the database, and then we have to use the database. So is it clear to all right now?
Yes, sir.
So yes, sir. Yeah, so what we have to do, we have to, I can write over here before creating a table, you must use database. Okay, so what is syntax? Syntax is very simple. We have to use the use keyword and our database name, that is a 20VAI, and just put the semicolon and execute the syntax. So if I'm executing this syntax, just pressing the Control Enter, then you will be able to see at the bottom side within the very last second, I have entered inside my database. Is it visible to all? Just look at the bottom side. Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm just, what I do, I need to create a table now. So now put your pointer, or you just put your cursor at the last side of our command table student, and I'm just doing right now. So I'm again pressing the control enter at the bottom side. You can easily see. So now you can see within the 1.312 seconds your table is created. Is it visible to all right now? It is visible?
Yes, sir. Sir, so use command is used to access the database before creating any table.
Yes, definitely. So after creating the what database, next time we will not create a database. Next time we will use only database. It means we will jump, or we will go, or we will use this data set to write the any operation on the table. That is mean. So a database can have the many tables. So definitely we will see. Okay. Now it is created. Now it is okay. It is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after creating the many tables, so this is the next context. Show a list of the tables. A list of tables in a database. So a list. So list of tables. Okay. How many tables do you have in database? That is a question anyone can ask you. So there is simple syntax. Just write the show. Show is a key our syntax or keyword we can say show, and just press the and write the table on. So when I'm writing show table, then what happened? I'm able to see all the yes. So what happened? I'm able to see the list of the table which is inside our database. Okay. So that would be the tables. Okay. So please write correctly. Whenever you have a doubt, then you can ask me. So I have used this context properly. Show tables. So I'm execute at the last, just pressing the control enter key. Now you will be able to see a message is displayed in the result grid, that is the tables in 20 AI. It is our database in which we have a one student table. It is visible to all right now. It is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me close this result part and just move to this one. Okay, so everything we are discussing is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
So next we have a very simple command which describe the schema. Okay, I'm writing in technical terms, so everything will be clear. Schema means the structure of, or we can say structure of a table. That is simple thing. So what is the command? You can use DESC. That is a keyword. That is describe. DESC is not a descending. DEC means we are talking about right now the describe. So if I'm using this, or I can write the entire, I can write the I can write the keyword describe, or shortly I can write DEC. So DESC is to describe the table. So what is the table? What is the name of the table? Student. And if I'm writing this keyword DESC for the describe the table and table name, now you will be able to see it will display the structure of the or schema of the word table. That is means the roll number, that is field, you can easily see over here. Its type, that is a data type, you can say. Yes, null is also acceptable because I didn't use any kind of a key mechanism. I didn't use any constraint so far. So that is the point you can understand. So roll number, name, and date of birth I'm using. So you can see each and everything over here. So this is the structure or the schema of the student table. Now clear right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is a fundamental.
No, sir, actually we are not able to install.
So no problem, you don't have right now. Just after this class, you try to install the MySQL on your machine, and after that you have any problem, so we can discuss. Okay, so first let us understand our discussion. Okay, and how this command is working. Okay.
Sir.
Just tell me.
So are these commands case sensitive?
No, I told you before starting the class or before writing any command over here, I told you at the starting time the commands are not case sensitive. Whatever writing capital or small doesn't mean.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this part I'm right now closing, and now this is the word describe a result or describe a student. So this is the table we are getting. Now clear right now, or anything you need to ask? Just tell me right now, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, good. So you feel after creating this table, you feel you have forgotten to add the class number of the student or semester of the student. We are creating the table which contained by the roll number, name, and date of birth only. But we need to add some more attributes of field. So what we have to do? We have to use the alter command. So suppose we have to add more tables or more field or more attributes to update your table. Then what is the command? We have to use the alter table and table name. So which table you want to alter? Student. So I need to write the student table name, that is student. We are writing student. Alter table name, that is student, and I need to add. So a double d, that is a keyword I have to use. I have to use add. I forgot to add the class number, semester, a year. So what is the year of the student in which he or she is reading? So semester I can write. Okay, I can write the semester. So I'm adding a semester attribute over here, and I'm giving its data type, that is a integer. So maximum I can take only the 2, that is sufficient only. So I'm altering my table, that is student table, I'm altering by adding the one more attribute, that is the semester attribute. So what is the syntax? Alter table name, that is student, and add semester, that is the name of our attribute or field name, and in size of our attribute we have to use, and we can do pass over here. Now put the semicolon over here and let me execute the syntax. So within the 2.016 seconds, this is executed perfectly. Okay, now it is clear to all right now. Our command is executed successfully. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
So what is the command? So what is the command by which we can see the its description? It is really added or not? So what is the command?
DSC.
Okay, DSC. So I'm writing here the DSC to check the structure of my table. The semester attributes added or not? So DSC and student I can write over here. So at the bottom side, at the last side of the result part, you can see after the date of birth, our semester field is added. Now it is clear to all right now. It is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Now. Next, we have a question. Sir, we need to pass the semester size, that is a 2 to something. So you can use a modifier. Okay. Here I have used the add keyword. So that is known as the add column. So this is known as the add column. This is known as the add column command. This is known as add column syntax. Okay, I can write over here. But what is the our next point you have to understand? That is a modify the column. Modify the column. Modify the column. So how to modify the column? What is the meaning of the modify the column? Modify the column means we can update we can update the data type and its size by modifying column. Modify the column means we can update the data type and its size. Student asked me, no sir, semester should be in the varchar, so we can update it. So we can update anything. Yes, of course, it is also possible. So what is your point? So what is the syntax? It's very simple syntax. Alter table. Alter table is we are updating something in the table. So alter table is student name. So I'm writing the student name. And what is we have to modify? So we have to use a keyword modify rather than the add. So we are modifying the column name. What is the column name? Our column name, we have the semester. Okay, semester. And this should be as a varchar, or this should be as an integer. This should be in different types you can use. So after modifying the, I'm changing its size only. So integer 5, integer 2, I'm using data type integer only, but I'm changing its size to 5. Suppose that. So is it possible or not? So let us check this part. So after using this command, the size of the semester field will be updated by the 2 to 5. And this is the very important point we have to understand. So you can use the multiple times, add and modify the statements. There is no restriction. And to modify or add the multiple alteration of the table, you can do many times. I'm executing this code. Now this code is executed within the 0.219. So let me show the my proof. Is it really changed or updated or not? So it's very simple thing. Yes. So now you can easily check over here the semester data size, which was I already defined as an integer. 2 size I passed, but I have updated the 2 to 5. So I am updating by the modify only. Okay, so modify tables means what you are doing, you are trying to update the data type and its size. Let me try to check is it possible or not to its data type or not. So let me check once again over here. Modify instead of this one, I'm just using the varchar. Is it possible or not? Let me check. Yes, now within the 1.703, the data type is also changed. So I'm showing the structure. Yes, integer 2, it changed into the varchar. Now it is visible to all right now.
Yes, sir.
So this is the we are dealing with the DDL command. What is the DDL command? Data definition language. We are creating the table. We are altering the table. So we are playing with the physical structure of our table. We are not talking about the logical part. We are talking about the physical level. We are doing something that is known as the physical schema, and we are working with the physical schema right now. So that is a point you people are required to understand. Whatever I'm teaching, I'm explaining and I'm transforming my idea here, the practical, to describe everything properly. After this point, the student asked me, sir, you have typed the wrong spelling of the semester. Yes, it could be. So what I can do, I can use the rename or update. Okay. So that is a name, we have to rename the column. So column name can also be renamed when we have typed the wrong name of the. So student semester, I have to use the student year in which he has to take the admission. So rename column is also possible. So same command I have to use alter table, table name. What is table name? Student. I can take it over here. Table name student, and I can use the rename keyword. That is not a change, not rename, change. Change keyword I will use. Okay, change column name, that is semester. So it should be like in short way semester. Okay, so I can write my shortened name or shortened word semester into shortened way. So what how I can write? Let me write. So alter table name, change column, change column. So this is the keyword we have to use. Although it is also change column semester, and it should be changed to the same, and I need to pass its Let me check this different data type because it is possible or not. So is it changing the name along with the data type, or she is doing something different? So let me check. Yes, now it is also possible. So what is happening over here? I have changed my semester into the same, and let me check its description. Prior student. You can easily say the name of the data type is also name of the its column name is also updated. Semester to same, and its data type along with the size also updated. Okay. By this, you can also change data type and its size. Okay. Okay, now visible to all. Is it clear to all right now? All the commands are clear to all right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what this is known as the our DDL command. So far we are discussing. Now the students are asking me, sir, date of birth is not required field because roll number, name, is semester is sufficient to make the database. So roll number is not, so date of birth is not required. So we can remove or delete or drop the column. The statement you have to understand. Drop the column. So what is the command? Definitely alter table we have to. We are modifying the table. We are altering our table. That is the name of the table student, in which we can write the drop and column. Drop column. Which column you want to remove? Date of birth. So that is the date of birth. And just write this part. You will need to pass the size. You need to define the data type and other thing. Just write the column name which is you want to delete. It is very simple. So I can execute this point. Let me execute. This command is executed bottom side perfectly within the 0.968 second. Let me check the description. It is visible or not. It is available or not. So let me check. Describe the student structure once again and see. Now you can easily say roll number, name, and semester is also here, except to the date of birth because which was deleted by us few seconds ago. Now clear right now? It is clear to all right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this point, we have to do something properly. We have so many queries. So can we change some things and can we do something? Yes, it's also possible. Our student is very curious to know, sir, student is not a good name of the table. So can we change the name of the table? So change the name of the table, and it is known as rename the table. It is known as the rename the table. We can do, it's very simple syntax. What is the syntax? As you can see, we have a student table already here. Now, really student table is exists in our database or not. So let me show my proof by refreshing the left middle side. I can refresh all, then I can easily say now student table is exist. You can easily see. Is it visible to all right now? Let me show my proof the table is exist or not. Yes, it is exist. The left side you can see. Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the very simple command by which I am showing all the proof. So after this point, rename the table is a very interesting question asked by the students. So can we change? Of course, it's possible. So rename the table can be done by the very simple command. It means you are changing its name only. You are not changing the attributes name. That is a little bit difference you have to understand. So what I'm altering, I'm altering my table, and table name is student, and it should be renamed. You can write at the next line, or you can write the continue, no issue. So I can write in the next continue way. Rename to student data. I'm writing the student data. STD So that is the name of the table I need to rename. So it is also possible by our simple syntax, that is the rename to. So what I'm doing, I'm renaming my table by this syntax only. So I'm just clicking on the choosing the control and enter key. So let me check, it is updated within 0.500 seconds. The table is updated by the name only. So its name is also updated, that is a student to STD data. So if I see this command describe student, so you will be able to see at the bottom side the particular table does not exist, because few seconds ago previously we have seen the describe students means we have seen the structure of the student, but here we are not able to see. Okay, now clear? Why we are not able to see the description of the student? Because it was deleted. It was not deleted, it was renamed. Okay, so now it was renamed. Now clear?
Yes, sir.
So what do we have the STD data? So if I'm using this point, so now I'm able to see the roll number, name and semester over here. Now clear? Everything is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so if I'm refreshing the refresh all, so my table name should be changed into the student data, STD data. So this is what command. All these commands are known as the DDL command, data definition language. Because I told you the data definition language works on the physical structure of a table, while DML command deals with the data only. Okay, that is a point you have to understand. So we have not inserted the data so far, we have not used the data so far. We are playing with our this table only. Okay. Is it clear to all right now, or anything you need to ask? So next we have a very important command. Unlike deleting the unnecessary row, we can also remove the unnecessary tables. For the just casually, we have created the 5 to 6 table unnecessarily. So if we need to remove, that is a word you have to understand. We need to remove or delete or drop the table. Then we can also do. Let me clarify to all the students. We can also drop the table. So if I'm also deleting the rows or deleting the column, means all the data which is contained by the table will be removed. That is a point you have to understand. But here we don't have any data in our table, that is a STD data, because now we have a new that is STD data. Student table has been changed on its different other name, that is STD data over here. So now if I'm removing the student table, so what is the command? Drop table, and table name is student. But let me inform you all, student table does not exist. If I'm using this syntax, definitely I can easily say student table does not exist. So because I will get any message, so okay, bottom side you can see unknown table, that is we don't have. So we can see this point, our table name is STD data, not a student table. If I'm executing this query, now at the bottom side you can see the table is deleted, and at the left side you can easily check once again over here if I'm refreshing or not refreshing again. No tables exist inside our 20PI database. Okay, so this is our TDL's command so far we have discussed. Tell me right now any problem? Okay, so I'm creating the one more table over here to insert the record. So I'm copying the same syntax over here. I'm creating a very interesting part over here. Now, I'm creating my students, my STD. This is the name of the table. I'm creating a table my STD. But before that, let me show the my one more proof. After removing the STD data, if I need to check how many tables we have, show tables. So you can see there is no table or there is none table are available over here. There is no table because we don't have any table in our database 20 BI. So first we have to create our table. So what I am doing, I am creating a table. I'm creating a table. What is the name of my table? My study, roll number I'm giving, name I'm giving, date of birth you can give, okay. And other part you can say just like he has submitted a fees or not. So fees I'm taking here, and fees could be the decimal point. That is a point you can understand. So student can submit the fees deposit 24,000 rupees, 500 rupees, and 52 paisa. Suppose that online I'm just doing. So the decimal point I can take over here. So what is the data type by which I can do? So there is a data type that is known as DAC or decimal I can write. Here I can pass the size of 4,2, whatever you want to put, you can put, no issue. So that is the simple things we have to understand. And one more, this is should be and over here. Yes. So this is what this is roll number, name I am taking, and date of birth I am taking, and fees I am taking. Now I'm creating this table. Now this table is also created. Let me refresh this point once again over here to show the my proof. Yes, it is also available. Okay. Is it visible to all right now? And let me show the my more 12 command. My study table is also available. Yes, tell me right now. Any problem or everything is clear?
So what is the parameters in the parenthesis beside the decimal one?
Decimal. See, you need to use the two parts. As we know, decimal contain two parts. What's the integer part or a decimal part? So integer part you have to, and integer part you have to integrate. So how many decimal you need to show the information? So 2 I am taking only. If you want to write the 3, you can write. So what is the thing you want to use? That is only the where I'm just using the Mantis part and it's an exponential part. You can say over here. So we have a 4,2. Okay, so that is a decimal part.
Okay, sir.
So that is the more important command you have to understand. That is known as this point. So I can write over here. So far we have seen create command, alter command, and a drop command. Okay, etc. So far. Now we have some more command. We will check, and rename is also okay. Rename is also rename. Okay. Yes. It is time to see data manipulation language command, that is DML command. Okay, so we are talking about the data manipulation language based command, and those are, you can see, insert we can do, update command we can do. Remember, select I have counting into the data query language, so I'm not writing over here for understanding purpose only. Insert, update we can do. Okay, so this is the delete itself. So delete itself is a command. Okay, so etc. I can write over here because there are many commands. So this is the point you people are required to understand. So question we should have in our mind, what is the data which is occupied by our table my data? Okay, the question we have, what are the data having by my data tables? That is a big question. So what is the command by which I can see? Can anyone who have any idea? So please you can share your idea right now. Can anyone tell me? Who have any idea? So you can tell me your answer right now. Yes, tell me.
Could you repeat?
I have a very simple question. Can anyone tell me right now what is the command by which we can select all the data which is having by the my data table? So what is the command?
Select.
Select command. Okay, so that's why we can say with the help of the select command. I am writing over here only for understanding purpose. Select command. Okay, hint I can write over here. Hint. That is our hint. This is our hint. So with the select command. So what is the command? Select. There is simple. Just I am writing how to write the command. Just listen carefully. Select. What is the select you want to select? You can select all the attributes. If I'm writing the all, then all the attribute will be belong to the table will be displayed. So select is a clause. So what is the points I'm explaining over here? We have a three clause, basic clause. Basic clauses. What are those? First one is select, by which we can select the attributes. If I need to select all the attributes, then you can select all the attributes or columns. Okay, writing something. Select all the attributes and columns. So if I need to select all, then you have to use the keyword all only. No need to write the specific name of the column. I will tell you. Next we have the from. From clause is saying to us you have to choose the table. So from which table? From which table? From which table you want to select? Okay, this is the point. And third one is where. You have to define the condition over here. Condition. Okay, condition for the query. So this is the point. These are three basic things you have to understand properly. These are the basic clauses. Now, so as I told you about select all. So what I'm selecting, I'm selecting all the columns. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm selecting all the columns from my table name, that is my data, and no condition is required. So this is optional. So where is option? Okay, so this is what this is optional. But two are the more important, select and from. Rest of the other clauses are optional, and one by one we see what are the optional parameter, what are the things we will see. So what I'm choosing right now, I'm selecting all the columns, and from the my data table, I can put the semicolon at the end. Okay. Yes. Okay. So if you do not want to use the all, then you can use the star. Okay. So you can use the all or star to select all columns. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm writing the star. It means I'm selecting all the columns. It will display this. Let me execute this command. My data, my std. Okay, student table is my std, not my data. Yes. So if I'm executing this code, so within the 0.016 second, this see, you can see this is the place. See at the bottom side. Total time which is taken by the this table 0.016 for executing during that is executing time, and 0 per time which is taken to retrieve the data from the our table or database, that is the my data. So you can see there are two parts, duration oblique fetch. So data is fetched from the table will take the very minimum time. So we can say because there is no data is exists inside this table. So that's why nothing is displaying over here. So this index belongs to the data query language. That's why I've shown the first. Okay, now it is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what is our primary role by which we can perform the many operation on our data? So first we have to insert. Okay, so I can write over here before doing any operation on data, first insert the data into the table. Okay. Now, so what is the command? That is simple command we have to understand. I am telling the simple command. Insert into is a keyword. Insert into table name. What is the table name? My data. My data. Sorry, my student, my study. So insert into table name. That is what is we have the table name my study, and values you can use. Values is a keyword. And inside these values, you need to use the appropriate order of the column names. So what is the column name of the first column name, which is holding by the my study? Roll number. So I can put the roll number 145 randomly. Okay. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, something like this one. Okay, and put the comma, and next value I know what is the name of the student. So name of the student should be inside the double quote or single quote you can use. I suggest to use the single quote. In the single quote I can write my name only here. Experience I am taking over here and closing this symbol. It means I have inserted the my name over here inside the this part. So values, what is the name of the column? So what is the name of the columns? Roll number we have. So order we have to write properly. I can change as you will have the error because data type will be mismatched, so then you will get the error. So to avoid your problem, so keep in mind the order properly, what the order you have. So what we have been trying to insert our roll number and name and date of birth. Okay, so date of birth you have to write in the single quote, and the order we have to keep in mind. The order should be properly, and we know the order we must have y. The order must be y. I'm writing here for understanding purpose only. Then I will write mm and dd. So according to this order, you must write the proper order. So I'm writing this date of birth of the student whose name is Biren. So I'm writing 2001 something. Okay, and the month I'm taking 7 something randomly, and date I am taking the 25 something. So this is the date of the birth of the student whose name is Biren. So far I am taken. And the last, what was the part? And what was the last part?
Fees.
Fees. So fees, we can take the decimal. So randomly I am taking only just value 5,515 rupees for 45 paise or something. And I need to close parenthesis, and this is the point. Okay, so this is the no error. If there is an error into while writing our query, so on the our sequence number we will see the red small cross which denoted that we have some error in our query. That is a syntactical error we have. So try to resolve this problem, but we don't have, so it means we are working perfectly. And put the semicolon at the end and execute this part, and let us check it is inserted or not. So fees we are getting some out of the range, so I can put some different value. So just let me check. Yes, now it is inserted now, because our range was out of the range of the size we have decided. So total size we have decided 4, and 2 decimal part was there. So that's why we got the error. Else we can update. So now at the last you can see 0.297 second was taken to insert this record. So let me copy this syntax over here to show the my proof is really what we have inserted. So I'm executing this query and here the my proof. So you can see roll number is inserted, name is inserted, date of birth is inserted, and fee is also inserted. That is true. After executing this query, now you will be able to see now we have inserted a record. Now it is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
So this is the what this is known as the however we have inserted one record only. We can also add or insert multiple records or rows. So what is the syntax? Syntax is very simple. We have to use insert into MySQL values. Okay, for your view purpose, I'm just writing all the values over here. So I'm just writing any random roll number and random just name only. Okay, and random date of birth, just assume and data. Okay, and the fees I'm taking very small fees. Okay, just and put the semicolon over here and just write the same thing over here. And I'm taking the one more random roll number just like this one, and I'm taking the any more data over here, random data. Okay, date of birth is 9080 9074 something like this. Whatever you want to write, just only write anything. My date of birth is not 9074. Okay, just I'm taking only random data only. I'm just inserting one more part over here, but there is some problem. Yeah, no problem. And 900 something. Sorry. And just random name I'm taking over here. 5. Put the semicolon at the last. So you can see I can insert the 3 different records at the same time. I can insert the 3 different records by my one query, one command that is insert into. Okay, so if I'm executing this command now, you will be able to see okay, DMM so no month cannot be 25. So you can just like this one. So now you can see, observe over here, 3 rows was inserted and no duplicate we have over here. Okay, so 0.18 taken was the taken time. Now let me show the proof is really inserted or not. We have already seen there is a one record already inside our table, so 3 are also added over here. Let me show my proof over here. Now we have 4 different records and those are inserted over here. Now it is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
So insert into is a command by which we can do. So that is known as the data manipulation language, because we are not playing with our physical structure. Now we are talking about the logical part. So this is happening inside the logical schema. So that is known as the logical schema, and the logical level we are performing something. So as we have seen our various level of the data abstraction or databases in our machine or in our concept, same thing we are trying to understand with the here practically approaches. So roll number, name, date of birth, fees we are doing over here, we are perfectly inserted over here. Some students are very curious, sir, can we change the date of birth of student? Can we change the name of the students? And can we change the roll number? Yes, of course, it is also possible. So what is the command by which we can do? That is the point you have to understand. So there is a question that all the people, so this is the biggest question. So next command which describe the update the data, update the data. So how we can update data? There is simple command by which we can do. So update table name. What is my table name? My std. I'm choosing this one, and I set the values of the fees. So the student whose name is Biren, whose fees is due 55 rupees, but by mistakenly I've entered the wrong value, that is 15. So I'm trying to update such part. So update my student set fee equal to 55 rupees 90 paisa. Okay, 90 paisa. So if I do say this one, so what happened? Can anyone tell me right now? If I execute this command, then what happened? Can anyone tell me right now?
Sir, error will show.
No, error will not show. It's my 100% promise. But what happened?
All
See,
the values will.
Sir, all value of fee will be 50.
Yeah, definitely. What happened? I'm updating the my student table by the values of the fees that will be updated by the 55.90. If I'm doing so what happened? The student who belong to the Biren Singh and Golo Neha, all the student fees will be updated automatically. That is the point. So what I have to use here, I have to use a where clause. Where student name is Biren. Okay. So I'm explicitly specifying the student name whose name is Biren. The fees of the such student should be updated only. So here what I'm just trying to update the thing. Okay, so let me put the semicolon and execute this point right now. Yes, it is executed. So you can change what is the message I'm giving. One row affected and row match one and change the one value. Okay, and let me show my proof by choosing this simple syntax. So I'm just copying this part over here, and let me show. So now this is updated. Now Biren fees is updated 15 rupees to 55.90. Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
And that is the point we have to understand. So if I am executing this command without any changes, so what happens? Suppose I am updating the 100 rupees. 100 rupees 55 paisa to all the students. So what happened? This command is saying to us we need to update the fee of all the students. Whatever the fee they have previously doesn't mean, but now they have to update all the fees 100 rupees. So without specifying the student name, without specifying any condition, if I'm execute this command, so all the records will be updated. So let me execute. Okay, fees is actually this is actually size I had not passed. I need to update size, so I'm not updating right now, but so I'm updating this only the 10 rupees 45 paisa only. So if I'm executing this point, so now 4 rows are affected and 4 changes are there. Okay, so let me show my proof with the help of this command. Select star from the my std. Now you can see over here all student fees are due, that is the 10 rupees 45. So this is the little bit differences we have to use, we have to understand properly, and we have to use the command properly. Now it is clear to all. So what we have done, we have used the update command, insert into command. Now it is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And yeah, one more command I'm remembering. Delete the records. Delete the records. The word you have to understand properly. I'm not deleting the column name. I'm not deleting the table. If I'm deleting the table, so all the data which is containing by our table will be removed automatically. But I am not playing with the our physical structure, physical schema. Now I'm playing with the logical schema or logical part right now. So did a record. So you can observe over here the student whose name is Singh. the record should be removed because now he is not part of the university, he's left the university. So what happened? We have to remove the such record. So what is the command? The simple command, delete. Delete the record. So the command we have delete from table name my data, my student. Delete the record from the my student. Okay. So if I'm doing so what happened? All the records will be deleted. That is the point. All the records will be deleted. So what happened? I have to put the condition where name is equal to sing. So if I am not, while using the update command, delete command, please take care the command properly, else your data will be removed. So delete from the student, my student data table, where the name is. So I'm executing this point. So one row will be affected. Let me show the my proof over here. Is it deleted or not? Yes. Now you can say out of the 4 record, I have only 3 records. And after executing this command, at the bottom side, my MySQL is showing the you have the 3 rows returned only. Now it is visible to all right now. It is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
Suppose I'm
Yes,
using, yeah. Suppose I want to delete all the records. The simple syntax: delete all the records. I want to delete all the records. So there is simple syntax: delete from my study. If I'm executing this query, so all the 3 records which are available in the my table, that will be removed. 3 rows affected, and now I'm writing the command select star from the my std. So the thing is available. Now it is clear to all right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is the point. So let me execute once again this command to insert the more data and to tell the one important point. Now repeatedly I will insert this all data. So now we have this data. So what is my point? A student asked me the question. So can we select only the name and fees of the student? Can we select the roll number name only to display my record only? I do not want to display the date of birth of the student. So it is also possible. So what is the command to display
Select.
limited or selected columns? Okay, I can write selected columns only. Selected columns only. Okay, selected columns only. So command is very simple. You can just write the select. What are the column you want to select? Just select. So in which order you are selecting, that will be order for display purpose only. So first I am selecting the name, then I am selecting the fees, and then I am selecting the roll number. Okay. I do not want to select the date of birth. So what is the order I have? I have selected the name first, fees and roll number should display, and from which table? MySTD, because it does not have any data, but I have inserted few seconds ago. So now let me execute this code. So after the my data, it is saying to us now name, fees, and roll number is showing, but date of birth is not showing because expressly I am defining that I need to use only the limited columns. Now clear right now? Is it clear to all right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Any questions so far?
So the select command is basically just used to display the table.
Select, actually we can say this is not a command, actually this is a clause by which we are selecting our table. So select will not work alone, from will not work alone. So if you are using the select clause or from clause, it has to use, because from which table you want to select the data, and if you want to use from alone, then which is what data you want to select. So that's why select and from are required, but other parts are optional, just like the where. So where is a clause is optional. Tell me that this is just like equal to I want to select the name of the student. Okay, and from my std table, okay, where fees is more than a condition, I am taking only more than 50 rupees. Suppose that I am taking. So what happened? The fees which is more than the 50 rupees, those record will be displayed. Only know those records, those name will be displayed only. So there are two students who have the fees more than due. Fees is 50 rupees more than that is in NA. So this is one. Select will be used to select the columns attribute only and from here this one. But if I'm not executing this query, I'm just writing only this command, select name from my study. So what it will display? It will display all the name of my table. Okay, there's no condition is required to opt. So where is clause option? But if I'm missing, just let me show. I'm selecting name only. So what is the error I'm getting? Unknown column table. From which table you want to select? That is the error. Okay, that is the point you have to understand. If I'm writing from only from my study, so what happened? Now let me show the my proof. You have an error in the SQL syntax. Check the manual that corresponding error. So definitely select will not work without the from, and same will go for the from. So vice versa we can say.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other problem so far you have? So please you can ask.